Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Renowned Explorers. What do you say we finally chalk up a victory, huh? Unfortunately, we couldn't stop that from happening, and I'm a little worried. You'll notice that the loading screen has been fancied up. The 80 hours community challenge rewards went in while I was preparing to record. So unfortunately, we're not really in a position where we can see any of that stuff in this video, but we certainly will see it for the next run. So, that's it. We can finally prove that we are a better explorer than Rivalu, although Wang might not agree. You can do so in none other than a most magical place, Shangri-La, the Himalayan utopia. Nobody seems to think it's weird that we got here. You know, finding this at all is miraculous, but okay, let's just move on. It is said that one's dreams come true bit by bit when you are in Shangri-La. I've died here enough times to know that that's not strictly true. At the center of Shangri-La is the Palace of the Sintamani. It contains an orb said to be a treasure of mystic proportions, on par with the Ark of the Covenant and El Dorado. If you retrieve it, you will go down in history as one of the greatest explorers of all time. Can you see you among the illustrious names of Vasco da Gama, Zhang He, and Ibn Battuta? Probably is how some of those names are pronounced. I know Vasco da Gama. But first, we must beat Rivalu. It is said that the orb can only be obtained with the 4 Shambhala keys. Okay, so the deal with this place is, what we're seeing here is that's the final area. That's the Sintamani Palace. These other things that are revealed are the resting sites of the Shambhala keys. So we're going to want to go to each of these and try to get the key. Each key that we have will provide us with a significant buff during the final encounter. Each key that we fail to get, Rivalu will get instead, and it will provide his team with a significant buff during the encounter. I do not think we can afford that. I do love, however, that we're about to get 2 porcelain points just for going to this node. I kind of hate that we have to spend 4 supplies to move this short distance, but, you know, we're doing what we can here. Out of nowhere, a monk pops up and throws something at the crew. Think fast! Oh man, my grit. Who's got bad grit? Everybody's got a little, and a little bit is nice. Well, we could go for you. Losing 20 grit wouldn't be that bad. His defenses are pretty high. Actually, Min Zhong's defenses are higher than his now, although he has double her spirit. I can't believe she's level 4. She has 42 spirit. Also, it's worth noting that these two still need to get to max level. That's pretty important. Well, I guess let's have it be... Min Zhong? She really only has that little tiny bit of grit. Molly losing 20 grit would actually, like... Let's try this. I'm not going to waste a tool on this. We need our tools for other stuff. Oh, sorry, singular tool. Nobody in the crew was thinking fast enough. The thrown orb bumps off Min Zhong and falls to the ground. The monk seems unimpressed. Get good, scrub. Man, I can't believe that kind of nonsense has made it here already. But, this is a place where we could maybe get some supplies. I'm willing to take one cost of supplies, travel out of our way to see if we can pull that off. Ah, you find a simply beautiful monastery. Looks like a place where you could get a good rest. I like this. If you're exhausted, you can rest in my garden. However, taking shelter here will lower your renown. There's very little reason not to do this. It'll refill our supplies completely, it'll give us a point of resolve, and the odds that we're going to miss a renown threshold by a small amount are pretty low. I guess I'll feel bummed out if it happens, but I'm definitely going for this. Alright, you stay the night and sleep like a baby. The whole crew wakes up the next morning refreshed and enjoys a free breakfast. This could be a great tourist destination if it wasn't for all the danger. Alright, we could try to have a pleasant conversation, but this is reliant on your diplomat levels, and we just don't... I don't think we have... Let's not go for that. The most important thing to me now is survival. We could swing by here. It only takes 1 extra supply to do this, instead of just going straight there. And this can... I know what this node is. This potentially will lead us somewhere very interesting. Yeah, let's have a look. A giant trap springs below the crew. You could fit a whole gorilla in there. I mean, that's not that... Gorillas aren't that big. So we could fight back, but we have a chance of losing resolve. I'm just going to let the trap spring. And now we can try to get out. Getting out will cost us some supplies. My odds for a coming challenge will increase, however. Or failing to get out if we go for it and fail. I'm going to take the swing here. The only way out of this cage is to sabotage it, and we better do it quick, because we're losing valuable time. It's true, somebody put this here, and they're coming for us, I'm sure. Okay. Easy, we'll just disassemble the thing from the inside. Yu works for hours, and finally, using a clever lever, frees the crew from the trap. You hear someone yell, "Ah, my trap! It wasn't meant for you!" A weird but rugged lady pops out of nowhere. That trap was meant to catch well, something that is definitely not a Yeti, because Yetis don't exist. Well, sure, no need to state the obvious, there is no Yeti. That's right, there is absolutely no Yeti. I don't even know what that word means. Now, say I was looking for a Yeti. Where should I definitely not look for one? Well, of all the places there isn't a Yeti, there is most definitely not a Yeti here. Looking there would be stupid. Okay, so that node will have a footprint at it, and we'll go and examine that footprint, and maybe there's a Yeti. This lady doesn't know what she's talking about. She's completely incompetent. Okay, supply node is this distraction. Let's just keep on the mission. Actually, oh, I hate it when this happens, when the nodes are not connected to things that they're right next to. That's very inconvenient. Alright, the Temple of Yabyum, of love and wisdom, apparently. Your deepest desires can come to life here. If Yu is correct, one of the Shambhala keys must be somewhere in this temple. You have to be careful, for the trap of seduction is said to be laid out here. You enter the temple, and goodness gracious, it's crawling with beautiful and charming people. They're so beautiful, I can't even read these words. They welcome the crew with undeniable warmth. Welcome, beautiful, intelligent, sweet people. Please join us and allow us to adore you. You must get across the room to continue, but this offer is tempting. That's true, it is. Alright, so the crew moves forward while politely thanking all the people, but the crew's determination is faltering. This isn't going well. There is a gong on the other side of the room. Striking it is said to stop this beguiling madness. All hope rests on one person to win the battle of charms or iron will. Unfortunately, this is the key that I think we're most likely to lose. We have a 47%. We will absolutely be using the tool here, by the way. So we have a 47% chance for Minjong to charm her way through the room using either Beguiler or Diplomat, or a 57% chance for her to do it because apparently she's dead serious about everything, and that's gonna okay. 82 is not bad. I don't think we will have to tool. Oh no! 82% not good enough. Minjong's will falters. The crew gets pulled into an abyss of pleasantries and schmoozing. After an unknown number of hours, the beautiful people disappear as illusions. This can only mean that someone else has gotten the Shambhala key. Disappointed in their own resolve, the crew continues exploring somewhere else. That really sucks. We lose a resolve for that too. Ugh. Molly and Yu have been training regularly. Much to Molly's dismay, Yu's stamina has significantly improved. Molly had better step up to match Yu's progress. Oh, free athlete ranks, that's cool. Yeah, that sucks a lot. Oh, that buff. It's not even that I want the buff so badly, I just really don't want Rivalry to have it. Alright, this area seems to be the site of an ancient monastery. You might want to study the place. And that's a pretty small number of tokens for me to risk a supply on. Let's not bother. Okay. Is this a 1? No, it's a 2. Why is every path 2 cost? Ah. Alright. Let's go here and see if we can get some supplies. Spar with me and show me how disciplined and nimble you are, and I might reward you with some survival techniques. You know what? What's the cost of losing is probably, like, very close to nothing. I could really use some supplies, dude. I will use my tool on this, since, like I was saying before, I don't think we will need the tool for the other Shambhala keys. I think we should be pretty good on those. Molly is viciously attacked, but keeps strong. The monk is impressed. You deserve this wisdom. Yeah, I'm not really that worried about the wisdom, but if you could feed us, that would be fantastic. Yeah. Me stomping on his face should be worth some number of porcelain points. I wish it was. Alright, let's see what we got available here. So this does nothing, and this is a very small amount of renown, and this is a very small amount of renown, and that's 600, so not a tough choice. Your experience facing tactical challenges inspires you. The crew can become more respectable by writing a volume on all the tactics you've encountered. With your combined tactical expertise, this book will surely become an essential read for tacticians all over the world. Yeah, okay, that's not terrible. It was already the case that we were definitely going to get to 5,000. We may be able to get to the tier that is beyond 5,000. I'm not sure exactly how much it is. It's probably 7,500. Alright, I think the best path is for us to go this way. Retriever of treasure could pop at any moment, and it would really be a bummer if we lost it, but, you know, we'll figure it out. An exotic but broken machine. Maybe an engineer will know to make something with it. Boy, we're getting a lot of checks on the stuff that I'm not good at. Don't try to make anything. Let's not mess with it. So if we went here, it would knock us to 4 supplies, then 3 supplies. Go here and have 2 supplies. I don't think we can afford the detour, honestly. I think we have to go pretty much straight to the Shambhala Keys and then out. The complete lack of encounters has been really rough. This place looks untouched, but an entire tree has been lifted out of the ground by something. That must have been one stealthy giant. An interesting phenomenon. Ah, we were gonna get a treasure at this node, Rivaloo, you huge jerk. Well, we'll get this at least. Alright. You arrive at the infamous Cave of the Crane. The cave has some mysterious rooms where one's intelligence is tested by a mysterious entity. If we do it correctly, we'll find the Shambhala Key of Mind. You sure wants it to gain a better chance of getting the Sintamani. We should be able to do this. Wait a minute, explorer. It's Cassandra Shafiq, the scientist of Rivaloo's crew. She approaches you quickly and begins her plea. She continues. Explorer, please. I've been sent to get this Shambhala Key, and the challenges in there befit me perfectly, yes? It's best for all of us if I go get it, or else it might get destroyed, no? She's determined to take the challenges first. I don't know. That's not how this is going to go. Listen, lady. I've had enough garbage from this place already. We are 12 minutes into this recording, and already I am outraged. So let's bust these fools up. So what are we looking at? Cassandra will try to stay friendly. Her bodyguards will start trying to kick our asses. And these are her 2 bodyguards. They give defense boosts, especially a lot of armor. These guys have a ton of armor. But these dudes over here just have very low stats until the bodyguards get close. So the first thing we're going to have to do is try to burn down as many of these guys as possible. Unfortunately, they're strong against Sad, and they're not weak against Excite. Oh, she's so close to being able to hit 3 of them. No, there's no way that there's a position where I would do any better. Okay, well, what we can do is this. Right, and then we throw the fireworks. And the fireworks, in addition to defeating these 2 guys, will get us the efficient. So I don't know how many porcelain points Rivaloo has right now, but it's more than I would like for him to have. That's very helpful. Then we gotta take down one more. Honestly, Molly might be able to just drop this dude. Oh, not quite. Alright, let's go after the one I'm sure I can finish off. Now, Cassandra will try to remain friendly, and we're going to use that to our benefit. I have to say, I'm disappointed. I was really hoping to be able to try to go after the Yeti, but I just don't think it's feasible with the way the map fell. If there had been more encounters available to us, I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let's figure this out. So these guys are... The bodyguards are weak to a thing we don't have. But we can just loudmouth them and then try to finish them off with physical attacks real fast. The other thing we can do, I guess, is just go straight for her. She has 280 health, though. Getting through 280 health with all this armor is definitely a bummer. We'd have to get through almost that much just to get the bodyguards down, but each bodyguard we take down is dramatically reducing the amount of damage we're taking as well. These ones are not... Nobody over here is strong against Saturn. So maybe this should be the plan. Maybe we have her drop a Saturn here. I think the bodyguards are probably going to do physical attacks. So I think the Sadden makes the most sense here. And then we'll go for a Tearjerker powered up by Cassandra being sad on the next turn. Maybe we should just take this guy out. Like, if I move here, if I sort of offer you as a sacrifice, what's better? It actually doesn't look like a tremendous difference in damage. Whether I'm just standing next to him for the attack bonus and stabbing, or moving away to do flank and shank. So let's just do it this way. We might get lucky. Did not get lucky. I was really hoping that was going to take him out. I guess we better finish him. Yeah, he's not going to get anywhere near taking down anybody else. We'll be able to stun one of the bodyguards next turn, maybe? That might be a good move. Okay. So let's see what her bodyguards choose to do. No, they're still going for speech. I have definitely seen them move over into physical attacks. Ooh, her speech defense is not great. Oh, you suck. And of course, they spread out as much as possible so that the Sadden doesn't work. How am I going to do this? What's the best play here? She's only on 10 armor now. Okay, so the bodyguard effect only works on people who are actually adjacent. Alright, well, one thing we can do... We can get a flank and shank off while adjacent to you for big, big damage. Maybe we just, like, go for it. Because we hit her pretty hard. Yeah. You know what? Screw this. Let's just blow her out and end the fight. We don't need to mess with her bodyguards. Okay. They've traded to hostile, which isn't a big deal for us, but it does mean that we no longer have the bonus speech defense, which is a little bit of a bummer. Especially if Cassandra can AoE repeatedly. I'm not sure if she has a cooldown or not. Alright, looks like not. But it also looks like she, first of all, never ever misses, which is a bit frustrating. Alright, well, I think this still should be lethal, though. We should still extremely have her, between you and Molly. Yeah, I'm bummed. That did not go as well as I was hoping. My tactics may be at fault. I'm not sure. It didn't feel like I was really knocking it out of the park there. Anyway, we got a supply. We got some tokens. You know, we love these encounter tokens. Cassandra lies on the floor, beaten and bruised. It's difficult to complete challenges when you can hardly walk. When you put it in text, it sounds really bad. Alright, time to face the challenges of the Cave of the Crane. Let's just forget about the thing we just did. You enter the cave and the doors shut down behind you. The crew walks on in the cold mist until you encounter a massive closed gate. You hear a clunky, mysterious voice. I don't know how to do a clunky voice. What are the most important elements for life? I don't know. Give us the key. Wrong! You get one more chance to answer the remaining 100 questions correctly. Who wrote The Art of War? Okay, well, we have a 94% chance to nail this. Like I said, I felt pretty good about this one. Why don't you answer about 100 questions? Please don't fail me. Okay. It takes about an hour, but you managed to find all the correct, you managed to find all the correct answers to the 100 questions. The voice is impressed. Very well. You are a know-it-all. You may proceed. Alright. So, Shambhala Key of Mind. Also, I guess it is worth noting that the Shambhala Keys do give a tremendous amount of renown, which is valuable to us. Alright, so that was 175 plus the renown for the key itself. Not too bad. Alright, we have to get to this node, and then to this node, and we have 4 supplies in which to do it. I would really love it if it didn't cost 2 supplies to go everywhere. We got a particularly bad pull. It's not usually this bad. What's that? A group of small demons are gathered around a demon leader. The one on Mount Kailash isn't looking. We will infest the mountains once again. Defeating such a horde will be noteworthy. Boy, I don't even know the one on Mount Kailash. I feel like you should have to, know that this guy exists before this option pops up. Well, we must engage the leader and his demons. And Yu has prepared many possible tactics for this situation. He's always like, man, what if we were in the mountains and we got attacked by a huge number of demons? What would I do then? And people called him crazy. But you know what? Here we are. Alright, so Red Demon is weak against sad, resistant to friendly stuff. He is, of course, the aggressive demon. Green Demons are weak against a thing we don't have, and they have 80 speech defense, but no armor. Unfortunately, there's a lot of powerful ranged attacks with these demons, so it's going to be really hard to keep them off of us. Also, this guy is giving off a plus 10 speech power aura, which I don't really appreciate. Them being devious is really going to screw me up, because I want to just like lay into these dudes. Ah, they have no armor. With 82 speech power. No, we're not even close to getting a one-shot. If I move her to, like, here and do something like that... Okay. If we open up Devious, so that we can take advantage of the plus friendly thing, like, open up Devious, then do an aggressive attack. Yeah, okay. So let's do this. We'll stun this guy, and this is a Devious attack. Now that we're devious, we can do an aggressive attack without tipping over into aggressive. So Molly will just dunk this guy. Ah, no kill. And I don't really love making them both excited. That said, obviously, I'm doing it. We can start the next turn by fireworking them, hopefully. Actually, for Mood Switcher, we should probably go through friendly to aggressive. Ah, man, everything here deals too much damage. And they're going to focus on her and take her down. Okay, well... That's really crappy. We may have to give up on Mood Switcher just so that I can have a reasonable chance of actually winning this. Yeah, I'm not even going to get her up. Let's just cut the number of targets down prodigiously. I'm not that afraid of this guy. Yeah, he's going to tend to use physical attacks even when their mood suggests that he would do otherwise. So you can't move, right? Yeah. Can run over here and give this guy a flank and shank, shred his armor so that you can get more damage in, and probably you can finish him off right now. Yeah, not totally ideal, but we did gain a supply. I am hemorrhaging resolve. We're just a little too fragile. Alright, 2 porcelain for me. The demons are defeated. You're now a demon-slaying explorer. Take that, Columbus. Okay, we did finally manage to get everybody to max level. So, Minjong's Excite can attack a second time for double damage, or we can greatly improve Tearjerker's area of effect. These are both very, very good. I'm honestly not sure which one to go for. We end up doing her, opening Devious into her doing a really powerful friendly attack fairly often. So this might be the play. I wish Tearjerker did more damage, you know? Maybe this is wrong, but we only have a couple of encounters left. I think I would be more likely to take this if we had a lot of stuff left, but we're probably not going to get in very many fights in the game after this point, and they're going to tend to be fights with high health targets. So I really want a move that can just blow somebody up. And she's up to 47 whole spirit. And Molly gets plus 10 attack while you are aggressive, or resists terrified, and that's not a very hard choice. Okay. Some of Revolu's henchmen are guarding some gold, a perfect opportunity for you to steal something. So as you can see, a lot of these challenges are just scattered over Shangri-La. There's sort of challenges that rely on every skill group, every perk group, and they're just super, super hard. So you'll accomplish some of them by dint of, being a 5 or a 6 in something, but a lot of them are just going to look real bad for you. Well, Molly, rob those dudes. Molly gets away with a nice sum without those Rivalinis noticing. By the way, that's what these guys are called, Rivalinis. Rivalu actually thought that was a cool name. Alright, we gotta go get this key, and then we gotta bail, man. You arrive at a place where one of the Shambhala keys is said to be hidden, Tiger Mountain. Old masters who perfected their martial arts are said to meet at the top of the mountain. With the Shambhala key, you can gain the blessing of an elder master, which will surely help you. A divine light is emanating from the top, a sign that the key is still there. This is going to be tough. The mountain is an arduous climb. You could have someone lead the climb, or maybe it's better to let someone find a hidden route. Yeah, I wonder if maybe somebody can find a hidden route. She's not bad at it. The climb is more of an athlete thing, and we're just not very good at this. Molly, we are relying on you. Please do not fail this, because I will go to 1 resolve and be miserable. Okay, good. If they think they can keep a secret passage from the great Molly, Seeker of Australia, they're sorely mistaken. Molly finds a concealed passage through the mountains, which is relatively safe, aside from all the traps. It's a martial arts monastery, and in the middle you see what you're looking for, the Shambhala Key. It sure seems to be a tough challenge to get here. There's no one around. All that hard work pays off. Now you can pick up what you've been looking for. The Shambhala Key of Strength is yours. So we only have to fight one of Rivalu's crew members. It is... at the Cave of the Crane, you fight Cassandra. At Tiger Mountain or the Temple of Yabyum, if you pass the skill check, and you haven't yet fought one of Rivalu's other crew members, then you fight Tommy Gun here, or Amir Akhtar at the other one. So this is not awesome, but it is more renown than we'll get from either of these options, and at this point, all tokens are good for is renown. Alright, with the Shambhala Key of Strength in your backpack, you is more certain of finding the Sintamani. Now we get to take a bunch of hunger penalties as we desperately try to find our way over here. We generated a really, really garbage graph. Ooh. Okay, we're going there. Just trust me. Demons are terrorizing the merchant roads again. A direct approach seems out of the question, since you're heavily outnumbered. Maybe a tactical exploit of the mountains might give you the upper hand. We're pretty likely to succeed. This is only even if we assume that each of these tokens gives us 3 renown, which is not likely, this is a very small amount of renown. I guess we'll leave some supplies and run. I don't want to have even an 11% chance of losing a resolve is too much, and we already are taking a supply penalty, so whatever. Minjong loses speech defense. Okay, could be worse. And we're famous. We got famous at the end of the last note. I'm not sure why that just triggered now. But we did get Wits Explorer as well. Maybe it can only trigger when you pick up another trophy. Really? This node doesn't connect this way, and this node also doesn't connect this way? This is terrible. What a magnificent sight! Mount Kailash! With the recent demon infestation, the Chosen Ones need to climb the mountain and meditate on the problem. You find some supplies that previous travelers must have left behind. Well, we could just bail, but we're the Chosen Ones, of course. By the way, the spawning of Mount Kailash means that the Yeti is not available this expedition, because you get one or the other, as far as I'm aware. The first part of Mount Kailash stands before you. It's going to be a very tough climb, which will take a toll on your supplies. You're sure you won't make it in one go. Yeah. Well, let's use supplies to prepare. So we'll hit that option twice. And then it's time to just start trying to climb. We will lose a resolve if we fail. We'll probably lose a resolve. But our chance will go up to a coin flip. And getting to the top is pretty good for us. Getting to the top will yield more supplies. Oh wow, lucky us. Alright, that's fantastic. You finally reach the top of Mount Kailash. The crew looks around frantically for a solution to the demon invasion going on. Then Minjong makes an unbelievable find. It's Padmasambhava, the legendary Buddhist. Ah, chosen ones, and in particular you, Minjong, the skeptic. Your inquisitive nature has led you to this fateful event. Can you call yourself Bodhisattva, enlightened in the path of Buddha? Minjong's beliefs waver, so she can become enlightened, which will give her plus 25% spirit, and she will always start encounters excited, or she can gain a bunch of speech defense. I think we really need that spirit, and her starting encounters excited would be incredibly powerful. So that's what we're going for. The bliss of absolute knowledge takes over Minjong. A very special Buddhist is born. Padmasambhava smiles modestly. Now, if the chosen ones come to visit me, it must mean that the valleys are being overrun by demons, correct? Well, yeah. He nods slowly. I see. Thank you for proving your worth. I just turned all demons into gold, with my knowledge. You can collect them if you want, with some of these magic berries. Although all those pursuits are fruitless, of course. Yeah. I'm cool with that. You guys cool with that? We're cool with that. I just can't afford to fight very much more, we're in some grave danger here. We gotta get out of this place. Before you descend, I want you to take this sacred token down to Earth. It should provoke the thoughts of all mortals. Why, it's the Dharma Chakra of Padmasambhava. Sure, could an even bigger treasure be found? Could a bigger treasure even be found, perhaps? I don't know, man. Let's all pretend we've heard of it, because he's going to be insulted if we don't. So we can get 30 renown for each student, which is 30 renown, or we get 100 renown. I mean, to go with, the renown that the treasure's worth itself. A few days later, the crew looks back at the mountain after days of climbing. Minjong in particular won't forget the spiritual journey you've made. Now, didn't Padmasambhava mention that all the demons have been turned to gold? He did. Now, I want to talk about this real quick. I made a snap decision. Basically, my concern is that we can't really afford to fight very much more. Fighting would, of course, have it didn't change these demons into gold. Interesting. A group of happy demons are holding a positively ravishing party. What do those buggers have to celebrate? Well, so what I was going to say is, I decided to turn the demons to gold because I'm worried about our survival, but actually, the demons being up may have been better because we may need to fight them to gain supplies. Given this opportunity, maybe we should go for it. Alright, the demons react oddly positively. We're so happy we passed through the gates of hell. That place was a total bore. Here we can just enjoy the sun and make people laugh. Hey, don't you want to watch our 12-hour epic piece of demon theater? We've practiced it for an eternity. Obviously, you don't have time for this. Alright, well, Supreme Tactics. Boy, I hope we don't lose any more resolve here. I do not want to go to fight Rivalu with one resolve. I mean, also, I don't want to lose the game. I guess that's a thing that's worth mentioning. So the demons won't like us very much if we don't finish friendly. If we do finish friendly, we get a treasure. But I think we need to finish aggressive because the point of supplies is really important. So we can start this encounter by falling back. If we can wipe these two out in a single turn, which I think we should be able to do. Yeah, like we do this, and then we just have you punch one of them and Molly punch the other. Then we can fight these two blue demons next turn and fight the other two green demons the turn after. Seems good to me. How much can these guys move? Okay, so Molly's actually still in range. If I dynamite this guy with you, then we can move Molly into his spot. She has 1 point of movement left, I think. Yeah. And then we take this guy down from here. And now I think, wow, she hit him for 144. And now I think we are out of range of the blue guy's attacks. Because unfortunately, they do have range 2 on their attack, but we are safe. Okay, these guys are weak to Excite. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to fight them that isn't going to leave us vulnerable to attack. Wait, why is your... Oh, right, speech defense... Yeah, hunger penalty. By the way, this is the Supreme Tactics buff. I don't think I showed it before. It's 20% attack and 20% speech. I think I said it was more before. Oops, I was wrong. This unit's speech is boosted when you are being aggressive. Yeah, well, let's see how they like this. There, we can be best buddies, apparently. So... yeah, there's not really a good way for me to take this guy on. He has some armor. He has quite a lot of armor. So it really should be, if one of us has to be close, it needs to be you. And in fact, both of us have to be close, I think. Maybe this is the right play. So we could both just hit him. I'd like to do another mood switch, but we can't switch to devious right now because I can't afford the speech penalty or the speech defense penalty. And getting back to friendly, there's no way for me to get back to friendly and still take this guy down. Like, it's unfortunate. We're too far away to use a stun. Yeah, all right, let's just go for him. I could end him... No, I can't. I was going to say I could end him with a devious attack. I guess I could end him with this one. And then we could go... start next turn with a devious attack. Like, these guys are, yeah, reasonably vulnerable to Sadden. That would move us to devious. And then we do aggressive, and end the fight aggressive, but still pick up Mood Switcher. That's a lot of effort for one porcelain point. And it would mean that I don't have Big Boom available. You know what? It's danger. I'm not going to risk a point of resolve for a porcelain point at this moment. Okay. Hopefully they will not just two-shot somebody. Okay, she would... Ooh, maybe not. I was going to say she would survive another hit, but actually she's impressed now, so she would take bonus damage. Okay, they missed. Trying to be jerks, but failing. Let's burn this dude down. I am tired of your demon nonsense. Yeah, screw Mood Switcher. Let's just get out of this fight. So we managed to pick up a point of supplies and some, you know, some extra renown and stuff. And we didn't lose anything for it. Although I did give Rivalu a porcelain point, I guess. Alright, you beat the happy demons. You're not exactly sure it was so useful, though. Whoa, this place is even more violent than hell! What a horrible place! Pfft, you hate it here so much, just go back home where you came from. Yeah. This really sucks. This path to the Sintamani Palace. Are you kidding me? Neither one of the nodes from here connects to the palace? Oh my god, so we're gonna take a bunch of hunger penalties. Oh, this is rough, dude. What's this? A temple crawling with monkeys. It looks like a sacred place for them. This temple must be a beauty to behold. But as we try to approach, the monkeys are blocking the entrance. Molly proposes to just punch them all off the mountain, but the narrow ledges and large amount of monkeys puts you at a disadvantage. The only way in seems to be conducting diplomacy. There's an awful lot of monkey talk in these adventures. That's true, I do feel like we've been talking to monkeys a lot lately. Well, we're not going to talk with the monkeys, we're just gonna, you know... we got other stuff to do. So we have to... we have to take 2 hunger penalties no matter which way we do this. If we go this way, at least we'll get some gold from the guys who have been turned into gold. But yeah, this is really bad. Okay, Molly loses grit. Not good, but that's actually not that bad. The demons here have been turned into gold. Sweet. Minjong loses speech power. That's like crippling. Alright. The Palace of the Sintamani is right in front of you. If you enter it now, you will reach the conclusion of this adventure. Sure. This is a bad thing. We are missing one of the Shambhala keys, and one of our crew members has a blunted attack stat. I'm not happy about the way this is going. This is going to be a dangerous encounter. You walk into the amazing palace. You are surrounded by the biggest hoard of gold you've ever seen in your life. You could buy a small country with this. I don't know, it doesn't look like that small of a country to me. But you're not here for superficial gold. You're here for the Emperor Jade Orb. You don't have all the Shambhala keys, but you are confident you will find a way to take the orb anyway. So you may remember that they said in the opening that there are 4 Shambhala keys. There's one you can never get, that Rivalu always gets. And then he's going to have another one. So it's his 2 keys to my 2 keys. There it is, the Sintamani. Those who touch it give it a shape according to their nature. A simply mystical and amazing treasure. Some mystical spheres surround it. They probably disappear with the Shambhala keys. Then suddenly, the ceiling starts to crack. It's Rivalu and his crew. They come bursting in from the other side of the ceiling, I guess. Haha! It seems we're just in time, crew. It's beautiful to see that some of our most die-hard fans have gathered here to see us collect the greatest treasure of all. I am very curious what happens here. Wang Yu can't contain himself. Rivalu! Oh, I hope he kisses him. Rivalu pauses for a moment and starts to speak with a smile. Why, aren't you Wang Yu, the chairman of the Rivalu Fan Club of China? How could I not have noticed earlier? I've never seen you with your goggles. Please, forgive my stupidity. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Rivalu, who's awfully nice, continues. I see you have become a renowned explorer yourself. I'm so proud of you. It's fantastic to see that I inspire people all over the world to make great discoveries. He comes forward to hug you. Wow, you get discovery tokens for that? Really? You know what? I think you deserve this treasure. That's right, for all your hard work and effort for the Rivalu fan club community. And of course, let's not forget how well you did explore all the other places. You know, Rivalu's French, English isn't his first language. He's doing pretty well considering. Chapeau, my friend, chapeau. Doesn't that mean hat? It's yours to take. The Sintamani. As soon as you... Really? We don't have to fight Rivalu? Huh. As soon as you touch it, it will change according to how the ancestors see you. You reaches out and touches the orb. It starts to reshape itself. We don't have to fight Rivalu? Really? Well, shoot, if I'd known that, I would have conducted myself slightly differently. What will it become? The Emperor Tiger. So, there are 9 different forms for this, based on the combination of your most common attitude and the resource that you got the most of. So we've gotten the Emperor Tiger. We could get 30 renown per treasure hunt that we've gotten so far. Not a great one. 5 renown for each collect token. Unfortunately, that's only 135. Or, for each point of speech defense, 2 renown, combined speech defense 104. So this is actually less valuable because we took a speech defense penalty. But still, this is 208 renown on top of the 500 from here. This is clearly the right one. The Emperor Tiger, a sign of your fighting prowess and impressive hoard. This treasure will seal your rightful position as the world's most renowned explorer. All that remains is to go back to London and celebrate this event with the Renowned Explorers International Society. So we didn't have to fight Rivalu, and he gave us free tokens. Wow, man. This game just continues to surprise. And we managed to get out of there without Rivalu picking up too many more porcelain points, so I think we should probably have beaten him by a fair amount. Not a great haul for Shangri-La. Shangri-La has a really high top end of value. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain. We got out of there alive. That's what really matters. So, 10 more encounter tokens from our thing, plus we got into a couple of scrapes. Overall, I have to say, I'm pretty disappointed with my haul from Shangri-La, like, token-wise and everything. This is not one of my better showings. But we'll take it. I didn't quite make it to 7,500. My 2 favorite explorers. Before we travel to Beijing, the Emperor has sent you a final challenge. To obtain one final title, Emperor Guangzhou would like to hear your most entertaining insult of each other when you arrive in the Forbidden City. Yeah, we got some ready. Well, some of us do. After your travels, the Emperor's advisor Wang Tonghe welcomes you. Welcome, explorers. It's a most exciting day today. The Emperor usually entrusts me with his every thought, but even I don't know who Emperor Guangzhou will choose for his blessing. Rivaloo starts a sentence with, "Ha! I'm pretty sure I," but is interrupted by the loud gong that introduces the Emperor Guangzhou. The Emperor takes his place. Wow, that is horrifying. And once you've exchanged formal greetings, there's a moment of silence. Then the Emperor erupts. Wow, what an adventure the two of you had! Man, those stories about your third expedition were hilarious. And ooh, I lost some bets on that last expedition, you. Yeah, I bet he didn't bet on that thing that happened at the end. But let's continue. Are you ready to compete for your final title? For a second, the Emperor smiles knowingly. Alright, here it comes. You, please say something nice about Mr. Rivaloo. Oh, they pulled a switcheroo on us. It should be easy for you to do this. I'm kind of surprised after that, especially after not having to fight Rivaloo. I'm kind of surprised that you doesn't have a special dialogue option here. I guess his hair looks pretty nice. He has good hair. Rivaloo only manages a weak backhanded compliment. What I like about you is that he is always there for my big moments. Ha 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 ha! The Emperor roars with laughter. Oh, you two. Hilarious. You never cease to quarrel. Such an inspiring rivalry. Let's not award points for this. It would diminish your actual spectacular achievements during your campaigns. Let's get to the part where I bestow my blessing. Yeah, could we please? For the many challenges that you have completed, I have already awarded you with countless trophies made of priceless porcelain. You have both very much deserved it, but only one of you may accept my blessing. Who will win the Emperor's challenge? Yeah, it better be me. I'm pretty sure we got there. I'm pretty sure we got there by, like, quite a bit. Actually, it's closer than I thought it was. Rivaloo getting that last tactician thing really hurt. Okay, well, honestly, I'm really pleased, though, that this was so close. I thought that this mode was a little bit too easy during the beta, and it seems like they may have turned up Rivaloo's rate of accomplishment. That was pretty exciting. Alright, so what did we actually get here? Oh, these are my challenge trophies, and then these are Rivaloo's... Yeah. Save at least 28 llamas from abandonment. Take care of 200... Wow, that's... I mean... Boy, it's hard to be mad at him when these are his accomplishments, you know? And then he's got all these little ones that he collected. It actually does keep track of each individual one that you got. I really like this mode. This is such a good idea. Okay, so these are just the same status screens that are normally available at the end of the game. We did alright on treasures. I'm bummed that I couldn't get to 7,500 renown. That's a little embarrassing. Anyway, back to the main menu. Thank you guys for watching this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back next time. We still have some new stuff to show off. I haven't done New Transylvania very much yet, and we have the additional Around the World in 80 Hours content that's been dropped. So, come back next time. I have no idea what we're going to do. If there's a particular team or strategy or expedition or anything that you want to see in the next game, leave that in the comments below. I will read them all and try to make as many people happy as I can. Come back next time for a brand new game, and we'll see you then.